In this video, I'm going to show you how you can write your signature message. And at the end, I'm going to show you how you can make tons of money from that same message. Listen, everybody has a message that they can share with the world and make lots of money from it. So let's dive in. First, I'm going to give you a basic framework of how you can write your message. And then I'm going to go into each element of the framework. The third part of the framework is the part that everybody leaves out. So you want to pay attention to that part. And at the end, I'm going to give you a bonus tip on how you can make tons of money from your message. So let's dive in. If you do want to go deeper, click the link in the description for a free workshop that'll help you know even more detail of this process. So the name of this framework is called the Pixar framework. I discovered and formed this framework from studying the best Pixar movies. Did you know that every Pixar film that has come out has been a blockbuster success, like made millions of dollars? So the Pixar guys know what's up when crafting a signature message and a story that results in a huge element of money. So here are the 3 steps of the Pixar framework. It goes problem, solution, payoff. It's an easy framework that goes deep into pain and then deep into joy. So we experience the full gamut and the range of human emotions. This is so cool because I have little kids, and so I've actually enjoyed watching movies such as Cars, Finding Nemo, Toy Story. Have you seen these films? Do you love Pixar? They're so funny, and you're crying and you're laughing, and it's so heartwarming. And it's because they use this framework in every single Pixar film. So let's dive into the Pixar framework. Number 1. The first part of the framework is called the problem. Can you remember inside Finding Nemo, remember how the mom dies or there's some kind of catastrophic event? Remember in Up where he also loses his wife and you're like, oh my gosh. So we immediately get hooked in through the problem. So pain connects us with humanity. So what does this mean for you? When you're starting your message and you're telling your story, go deep inside of the pain and the problem that you were experiencing. Think about it like this. What was the scene? Where were you? What was happening? And what were you feeling? Let me give you an example. I was in a 2-bedroom apartment. I was in my 40s and I was feeling incredibly stuck because I had 3 small children. We were living not even paycheck to paycheck. We were in debt, going deeper into debt every single month, and I felt like there was no way out. When you go deep into the problem that you were experiencing in your story, it is going to resonate across the viewers, across the audience, and they're going to start to feel like they're seeing themselves in your story because pain unites us in humanity. So after you've gone deep into the pain, now you're going to start to go into the second part of the framework, which is the solution. Now in the Pixar frames, like they usually go on this journey of discovering the solution. It's a journey of like the 2 little fishes going into the big fish tank and they're trying to find each other, like the dad and the son. You think about Up, like he's on this journey trying to go to this destination him and his wife always went to. So in this part of your story, you're going to want to describe the journey to your solution. When you describe this path that you took, these things that you tried, this place that you went to, this coach that told you this book that you opened and you suddenly had a revelation. When you go into the story of your solution, something fascinating happens in the minds of the audience. They immediately start having a desire for the same solution. What makes it fascinating is like the ups and downs of the challenges. How did you first try to attempt to find your solution? And then consider, was there like a cataclysmic event or something specific that happened that you did actually get the breakthrough? Let me give you some examples. In my story, I went to an event. So this was like kind of a cataclysmic event. I went to an actual physical conference where I heard my mentor say that I could change the world and make money. And I saw people walk across the stages and get all these awards for making $1 million. And I was like, where am I right now? Like, this sounds crazy town. So that cataclysmic event started me finding my solution. So what was it for you? Was it a coach or a mentor? Was it something you read in a book? Then start to talk about when you started implementing the solution. I'll give you an example. I went home from the event that I went to and I made a janky video. I went out on social media, I made a janky video of a new coaching program I was starting. It was a terrible video, but people responded to the video and started working with me. And I thought that that was miraculous. And that was my solution, was I started becoming a coach online. So think about this for you. And even while we were watching this video, you could pause this video and stop and write a little bit. When you started implementing your solution, what was that like? Talk about that solution, because the audience is going to love it and they'll start almost like as if in a movie finding the solution themselves. It's called future pacing in sales. The third part of the framework is the best part, but people leave it out. It's the payoff. Now, many people, when they're telling their story, they only show the physical results of the payoff. Let me give you an example. Somebody meets the love of their life, more money shows up in their bank account, the weight comes off, right? But here's the elements of the payoff that people leave out, and it's the most important part. It's the internal payoff. What showed up in your life, in your soul, in your emotions, in your peace of mind, in your enthusiasm for life, what showed up internally as well as externally. So when you're describing the solution and then going into the payoff, talk about the external payoff. What physically showed up? Money in the bank account. I got that guy. I lost the weight. I look so hot. Okay, so external, but then internal. What shocked me the most was the confidence that I discovered after receiving this external payoff. Was it peace? Was it confidence? Was it a newfound lease on life? Did you have a new joy? Did you have harmony in your home? So these types of things is actually what people really want. When you think about the movies, it's the transformation of the hero. It's not just did Luke Skywalker win the galaxy, it's like did he become who he was meant to be? So describe the internal payoff when you're finishing your story, because that's actually what your audience wants. They want to be transformed and to become a better, more expansive version of themselves. So don't leave that part out of the story. So now you're asking yourself, but Eileen, where's the money? Show me the money. How can I make money off of this message? Well, here's the best part. If you will craft an offer at the end of your message for people to work deeper with you and to join in finding the solution for their life, they will 100% want to dive in. So what does that look like? An offer is something like a program, a coaching package, a course, a workshop, a VIP day, a retreat with you, where they can implement the solution they just heard about. Remember all the buyer's momentum and the desire that they have? They want to go deeper with you, but they don't know how, and they don't know that someone has a system and some steps and a process. So at the end of your message, you could say something like, for those of you who would like to hear a little bit more about how we serve people, would it be okay with you if I described a program that we have that helps people get this result even faster? And when the audience hears that, holy banana pants, like you got a system, you have like steps, you have a workshop, like I can do this with you, you're gonna hold my hand. So it doesn't come off as salesy, as sleazy, as like weird in any way. It's just like, hey, if you'd like some help walking this out, help implementing these steps, like here's what to do next. You could drop a QR code here, a link there, an order form, meet me in the back, whatever works for you, or hop on a free call. If you'll do this and create an offer package with steps of how to implement the solution you just described inside your message, people will 100% have increased desire by that point and then want to buy. So if you're a speaker, an entrepreneur, a coach, a consultant, what I want to encourage you is to create an offer around your message and invite people to go deeper. And I 100% believe you're going to be wealthier than you could even imagine by sharing this signature message. With these three things, you're going to have a crystal clear signature message that you can share with the world. And if you want to learn how to take that message and turn it into an offer so you can make lots of money from it, click the link in the description below. I got a free workshop that'll show you how.